a Mitsuru 6P, which is a pretty hard assist to use, but does have some niche uses that some characters have. And like I said, Yuzuria is one of them.
Yeah, you know, Mitsuru Yuzu, in my opinion, is still one of Mitsuru's like probably top 5 pairings that you could ask for. And it's just one of those sequences of like you can nerf the potency, but you can't nerf the concept. Like, you know, in terms of like what they were able to implement in 1.5, it's not as potent, but conceptually, theoretically, this team is still extremely annoying. So we'll see if Bumba is ready to take it on as we're going into our game 1 of BBTAG WNF. We in the PC tag dimension.
Yep, but we're going to be starting off with some poke here. That's 6P, blocking out the user here. Nice navigation around the Marin Karen. Just going to be moving around the projectiles, gets the hit, but no full conversion. Keeps out the pressure and somehow dodges the DP.
Yeah, Bumachunga, time and time again when I see them play, they have this extremely aggressive style. There's always forward, never backwards type of mindset. So you can see that Pillow Talk is just trying to kind of get used to that momentum. We see them take it to the skies as well, but just not quite finding the air-to-airs that they need. I think some investments, some Mitsuru JAs will really go a long way.
Yeah, that Mitsuru JA being one of the scariest air buttons in the game. But we are... Excuse me?
I wasn't looking at the axe. That was a bit of a jump scare on my end. Freaking Lapras, bro.
Yeah, a character that, like, you know... Okay. Okay.
Nah, this is peak Mitsuru gameplay. Wake up, Sidwa. What about it, bro?
I mean, it is a 7-frame button, so like, I understand the mentality, but going to be with punishing that. I'm not gonna even pretend I know Mitsuru notations. The ice move.
You could call it Tenterafu.
Like, look, I don't know how to spell it, therefore I don't know how to say it.
Do you know how to spell Tentacle, the Pokemon? Like, I don't know what number it is. I'll make up a number. Like the 78th Pokemon, Tentacle?
Yeah.
Yeah, just take out the cool and add Rafu. And that's how you spell Tenterafu. Third grade, in my opinion.
Interesting way of putting it, Atkins. I'm not going to lie.
Game too. It's too early to derail. Maybe later.
Understandable. Big B Dwa, a little bit of space, so it's hard to stabilize the happy birthday. Somehow got quite a bit of damage with the reset in between. Bumachunga's star character, Lapras, is bleeding.
Yeah, but we'll be counter poking out that thrust here. Lapras still left with a low amount of health. Gonna bring in the Jin. We're gonna immediately get hit out of the situation. Nice navigation out of the token, but no punish, but does get the cross up.
Yeah, nice staying patient. Knowing that burst could be incoming, not pulling the trigger too early on trying to kill that Jin. Rewarded with the super isolating, harrowing 1v2 experience. The Jin will not survive. Pillow Talk to be firing back with a game of their own in lightning speed.
Yeah, that was quick as lightning, and Mitsuru Yuzu isn't really known for having quick games like that. I think that kind of goes to show at least one of the potential exploitable flaws I think Bumachunga's playstyle does have, because like you said, he's a very move forward, gotta get in their face type of players, and that can lead him to, well, it can definitely lead him to poking out in a lot of opportune situations, but then you get the other side of the coin, which is games like that where he's trying to be a bit too aggressive. So maybe pumping back the brakes could have helped in there, but regardless, we're going to be going for game 3.
Yeah, Pillow's been very insistent on using a lot of Dwa with Mitsuru, which, like, by all means, I understand. That move is very fun. But yeah, with Bumba approaching in the way that they are just kind of like running into the Dwas every now and then. So I think some neutral jumps and some side Ps will go a long way in order to thwart that playstyle, but we'll have to see how they approach it.
Yep. Gonna be hitting into the 5C. Was not actually ready for the cross up there. Did a little bit of an early DP, which is going to be punished accordingly for a nice chunk of damage, but more importantly, that ass gauge.
Yeah, full red for that Lapras at the moment. Clutch 4P, fine. Able to float right above that Gen 6P in order to not get punished. Oh?
Yeah, that was a very good hit there, but unfortunately dropping the combo could be proving fatal here for the Mitsuru. Can you get the super out in time? Looks like it, but not going to be a kill.
Oh, yeah, had DP on the brain, was trying to desperately escape. Oh, had the 5A, but did not hit him. Still going for 5A, 5C. Salute.
Definitely interesting there. We'll try to mash out of that throw tech situation, but Mitsuru being very much a queen of those scenarios and slowly making this 2v1 into a 1v1, and here it is.
Yeah, I'm really glad to see that button come out. Mitsuru JA, absolutely invaluable in terms of a space control tool for opponents in the air. Finds that back throw shortly after the resonance. That had to be some mistimed pressure there from Bumachunga. Very unfortunate, as Pillow Talk will be able to take game 3. We're 2-1 now.
Yeah, Mitsuru proving to be quite the solo menace. While a lot of her mixed situations, while she does have a extremely fast instant overhead, she doesn't really have a way to capitalize on it very consistently. So her solo pressure and mixed game isn't as strong as it could be with a partner. However, it can't be understated just how strong her neutral game is. Like I was saying, like her air button is absolutely ridiculous. It's like, I want to say like a 7 to 9 frame normal that has the reach of I mean, it's a rapier button. It is invaluable in like every single one of her matchups, and especially against characters like Labris who have very slow air options. It's going to be incredibly suffocating to be able to face that.
Yeah, hell yeah. I feel like solo Mitsuru, even against some like higher tier comps, so long as you're not facing against like anything that's going to like zone you out, you're really never out of it. Especially in the sense of like if you're able to take down one character, I feel like Mitsuru 1v1s like a vast majority of the cast extremely well, because you're really just bringing it back to basics. You know, what is the core of your kit? What can you do by yourself? And in Mitsuru's case, she's quite capable of establishing that really good ground game. So it looks like some PC tag shenanigans are happening. Both players left the lobby. I'm not quite sure what happened.
I can only imagine it's PC tag.
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
What would we do without PC tag?
Play on PS tag.
What if you don't have a PS?
Skill issue.
Damn.
Or you can play Switch.
Oh yeah, that is a console for BBTAG that exists, huh? Shout out to anybody still playing Switch tag in 2024.
Do people still run tournaments for that? I hope so, but I hope not for their own good.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mitsuru JA Simulator, my favorite game.
God. Yeah, such an impressive button. Ooh, not quite able to bait out the DP. I was surprised that wasn't a counter hit, but we'll be hitting the low on the Ice Car. We'll be hitting the low on the Teterafu, too. This is going to be quite a good conversion, and going to be getting that corner position.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I have some good lockdown here. You see Bumachunga desperately trying to escape some pokes. Goes for instant overhead, the up back.
Yep. Ooh, very nice 4P call, but not quite going to be able to bait up the burst. That Jin is bleeding. Uses that opportunity to get in the Labris, but couldn't quite temper this user here.
Oh, big, but the Mitsuru 5P was not quite close enough. A lot of 5A and the 2C pressure that I'm seeing coming out from Pillow on both characters, actually. You can see Bumba trying to find a way to capitalize on those gaps. Just hasn't quite figured it out yet. Cheeky cross-up setup. And now it's a solo Labris to try to save the day, but maybe too little too late. That's Pillow Talk. We'll be able to get that 3-1 victory.
Yep. Showcasing the power that Yuzuria still has. Like a character that has definitely gone through some nerfs between the patches, but as you can see there, still a very tricky character to have to block. She just constantly moves from the left and the right, and forcing the opponent to guess with an assist out, it can be absolutely overwhelming to deal with, which is I think what happened to Bumachunga there. It was like, yeah, what are you gonna do as Labris against Yuzuria? All your buttons get stuffed out. You don't really have any great defensive options to have to deal with it. You just have to hold a lot of things.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, Yuzu is still extremely competent of a character, just rare nowadays, based off of how niche of a pick that she could be. And she does take a little bit of work, and her team scope and variance can be kind of limited. But I mean, we've seen the teleport be the main focus of her kit in the 2.0 meta, and how dominating that could be within comps like Hilda Yuzu and stuff like that. So I always like seeing her played. I had an opinion, I think last year or a year before, in a video I made, saying that I think she's the most underrated character in the game, and I still think that she's quite up there in that case.
No, honestly, I'm inclined to agree. Her or Merkava is my opinion. Those are like the two very slept-on strong characters. But regardless, we'll be having neither of those here. We're gonna be having quite the eccentric matchup here between Podge and Serene Smile.
Yeah, these are two players that like I feel they share the same like energies. Like they're basically like twins separated at birth, but like one of them took like the light route and then one of them took the dark route. Now I'll leave it to the viewers to decide which one is the light route and which one is the dark route. But yeah, they both wanted to play a big body grappler with a zoner on the side. And yeah, they're both probably some of the only people that play their teams, and they have a myriad of tech that goes alongside that. Very strong players.
Yeah, absolutely, like specialists in. Well, honestly, specialists in like not only like the characters they play, but just in the teams too.
Yeah. That 5C hit like full screen.
I mean, look, when Tager is about like a fourth of the screen, a half screen button is definitely gonna hit, and yeah, Yukiko gonna be coming out, and this is definitely gonna be a little difficult for Serene Smile to have to deal with. Like, well, he's dead.
Yeah, that was really well played there from Podge. You know, just kind of putting out that Miragi and walking right up behind it, forcing Serene Smile to do the panic 4P call with Rachel. 4P, a phenomenal assist, activates damn near instantaneously, but you know the active frames on Miragi are definitely going to persist long enough in order to stuff her out before she even gets a chance to do anything, and that ended up leading to the entire game as Wildstein was vulnerable. That was a really clutch find there from Forcer Kirby.
Yep, and as someone who has played this matchup a lot, Yukiko into Wallstein specifically, I do feel like Wallstein is more of a liability than he helps when he's on screen when Yukiko's on board, because he doesn't really have a great option of dealing with her. So I imagine that Serene Smile is going to want to maximize the time that Rachel has on screen, but, well, you know, that's not really his style a lot of the times, but it's, proven me kind of wrong here with the Rachel being on screen for quite a while.
Yeah, trying to get some work done. Blue beat combo. That's actually the worst blue beat combo to take in my honest opinion. Command throw that Yukiko is bleeding. No stacks will lick him some buttons.
Yep, I'm going to be using this cross combo situation at least to get Tager in. Not going to be a huge amount of damage regardless, but still, what important is letting Yukiko heal in the back.
Man, oh man. Forcer Kirby just cannot guess right on the Oki. Got hit immediately there. I think they were trying to jump in anticipation of the command throw. The Serene Smile's been showing quite a bit.
Yep. Like in a similar vein, when Rachel's on screen, Tager's going to be a liability, I think, for Podge, and just going to be assumingly letting him die. Actually, no, found a good opportunity to burst out, and that Tager's going to be left on a sliver.
There was a good amount of mind games going on there that I actually have to give Forcer Kirby a lot of props, because Serene Smile opting to not tag in the Waldstein, went for the 5A to the super again, try to bait a burst. Forcer Kirby did not bite, but leave to the 20k health, and because of that, found the safe burst point, was able to bring Yukiko in. That took a lot of belief in the health and the decision making in order to make that happen, because most players would not have been keen to let that rock.
Yeah. And even though that Tager hasn't really come out to play, just the threat of him existing and the threat of a burst coming out like right here, going to be able to save Yukiko's life. Tager will be going down, but you are left with the level 4 Resonance Yukiko. Can be quite the menace, especially at these life totals.
Alright, we're looking for the 2C, trying to find throw bait. Serene Smile staying extremely patient on the defense. Gonna activate the Resonance right now. Let me get a Miragi dying. Not quite.
Just going to be keeping the wall from Swolstein, only at level 2. Level 4 now. Doesn't really need any more. Could not quite convert off at the range. Wasn't there, but does bait at the DP. Going to be going to the level 6 here. 4 bars on deck. It could be one bad mistake coming out from Serene Smile can spell the game here, but this is not a great matchup, Kits. The counter hit fan, but not a conversion just yet.
Oh, no hiccup from off the 2As. I'm not going to say it would be fatal, but it would have been definitely pivotal.
Oh, no. You know,
holy crap! If Yukiko had a little bit more life, I think Forcer Kirby actually would have won.
Yeah, especially at that level, like Miragi just chunks her health, but was just able to, just due to how fast the damage comes out on that super, and the fact that it still stays out, it's very smart of Serene Smile to take that gamble there, because I can only assume it was like some type of card cancel instead of actually, you know, maybe he just believed. Maybe he just believed in the kill. But regardless, yeah, that was a ridiculous situation. But Serene Smile gonna be taking that game.
For real. Yeah, these games definitely coming down to, what the hell? Definitely coming down to some interesting decision making on both sides in these clutch situations. I feel like neither side has felt too comfortable within the matchup thus far of like Serene, you know, throwing wall to the meat shield and setting up Rachel junk and then going for high lows afterwards, or Force Kirby really being able to control the neutral, get Yukiko up to mean level stacks and enforce their grappler and zone mindset at the same time. They've been just kind of like scrapping a majority of this set thus far.
Yeah, ooh, what a DP bait out in that situation. Going to be letting the star of the show, Yukiko, go down. Tager going to be going in, but like this is going to be a rough matchup for him to have to deal with, but does get that Obare. Does not quite combo though.
All right, Sledges, the George is still in the back, Frog on the floor. Where does he come from? Nobody knows where he will go. Disappearing from the screen for now. Mad damage on deck. You got a tech. Big yikes.
Oh my god, yeah. That is something that Serene Smile does like to do. He does like to active swap from that JC. Has a surprising amount of blocks then and can't let Rachel get in, but that was definitely the right call there, because if there's no active swap, he would have just gotten hit by the wedge catapult.
Yep, Serene Smile having most of the control of that match, putting Force Kirby back up against the wall. Of course, there's no sides. Of course, there's no secondary team. Take Yukiko all the way.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is the Podge team. Like, I've seen him play other teams to varying successes, but, like, even through the thick and thin of it, like, he's committed. They're going to be coming in. Ooh, very nice JC there. Things are happening. What can I say? This is like the peak grappler be grappler, where they are just swinging. There is no thoughts. It's just about trying to out grapple the other person.
Listen, as former WWE superstar Big E Langston once said, "Big meaty men slapping meat." That's all that's going on right there. Love to see it. Here we go. In the corner we go. Serene Smile trying to get anything set up here. Crack Force Kirby's defense. Take down Yukiko. Know that she's a star to show.
Yep. Oh, able to get out of the corner. Very huge here, but not quite able to lock down the Rachel. Ooh, very big call out, but a bit too far, I think, to actually in a combo. But actually using that opportunity to get into CC pressure instead.
Yo, I need the Serene Smile freaking invulnerable action counter.
We are certainly at quite a large number. Yes. I think we're in the double digits now.
It's up there.
Yeah, this has been an absolutely, like, ridiculous Slobberknocker match. Like, this is... Stuff has been happening, but, like, we're gonna be getting in the level 4 Resonance Rachel. Yukiko going down, but able to actually smack Rachel from that incoming setup. DP out of the situation, you're in the corner. Does the backdash hit? Not quite, but he falls out!
Man, yeah, anything will do it here for Serene Smile.
What? He just stood there. I can't believe it. I can't freaking believe that hit.
I was so mentally thrown off by what the hell was happening, because Serene Smile had a couple seconds of resonance left. I was like, very obviously, there's no reason for Serene Smile like not to do another air animals to lock down Podge and get a little bit more chip damage. But no, they did 2-5. Like that was the input that they did on their controller, was 2-5, got hit, and unfortunately Podge was falling victim to that wake up super not once but twice. And the second time was the deadliest enough for Serene Smile to get 3-1 victory and advance on winner's side.
Yeah, definitely some unfortunate interactions and some calls that definitely would have worked under other circumstances, more specifically like against other characters with those backdashes. But like, yeah, that Rachel super is definitely a force to be reckoned with. A surprisingly strong reversal option, just due to the fact that you can get a full conversion off it, even though it doesn't do a ton of damage. The fact that that Rachel players can use it to get some of their threatening Oki off is always something you have to be aware of. And not to also mention that the air version is for like +3 or something in resonance, so it's like, God, it's definitely something that you have to be cognizant and have to play around. Not to mention the fact that you can't just like Kara cancel it on reaction with the DP. You will die for that.
Yep, yes indeed, yes indeed. So Podge will be going down, gonna be having to fight Bumba Chunga to see who could qualify for this top 8. But yeah, in the meantime, we do have an actual top 8 match that's coming up right now. Ditley is up to bat, gonna be going up against Pillow Talk, 2 Rachels in the top 8 winner side so far.
Yep. Just in terms of Rachel players, they all like play very differently from each other for sure. Like the way Diddley plays versus the way Serene plays is like it's night and day. I feel like Diddley plays in a bit more controlled, more, I guess, quote-unquote elegant style, where Serene Smile is all about that chaos and creating basically just a bunch of scramble situations. So despite the fact that, you know, there's 2 Rachels in this tournament, it's going to be 2 very different flavors.
I feel that. Yeah, I mean, I guess speaking from the mindset of like Mitsuru, I've had to fight these various racial play styles that you're outlining right now. The ones I tend to have the most amount of trouble with are the ones that are kind of like defensive, like literally playing in the top right or top left of the screen with a decent like character on the side to kind of lock me down or put other stuff on the screen to amplify the zoning. Mitsuru is like not badly equipped to deal with that situation, or JA can obviously kind of chase down. But the wind element is the thing that kind of throws me off a ton, of Rachel being able to zip around the screen so elegantly, and it can be kind of tough to chase her down, especially if you've already used some movement options to try to lock her down in the first place.
Yeah. Ooh. I didn't realize how low Rachel was, but actually getting those slashes is able to kill her off. Ruby coming in.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell happened to Rachel.
I don't know either. That's why I didn't say much. It's just like, oh, she's dead.
Yeah. Solo Ruby with the level 3 resonance. Not an undoable situation. You see, oh my god, that's gonna be a punish for death.
Yeah, and like, you know, Ruby being a very strong solo character, definitely a few characters that can hold a candle to Mitsuru, and in some regards, arguably better. But yeah, we're gonna be seeing it here. Nice Shark over. Able to get the confirm. Can they get the kill? Not quite.
Yeah, the run under anti-air. Love to see it. Some type of Lumina capabilities. Oh, Dwaz for days. I respect it. Sometimes I have a Dwaz syndrome as well. Just Dwa in the brain. Can't think of another thing. Diddley will be able to capitalize and get that game won with solo Ruby comeback.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, you know, in terms of Rachel play, there's definitely a bit more control rather than chaos when it comes to Diddley's play. I can't say that about the Ruby. Their Ruby definitely be running wild, and we kind of saw there with some eccentric decisions, like, you know, run up resonance, just overall aggressive gameplay. It's I can't say it's abnormal for Ruby players to do such a thing, but it's certainly something that Diddley likes to do.
All right, starting off strong with the 4P call, was able to keep a burst safe on the Yuzu incoming. Gonna be a nice momentum starter here for Diddley. Ruh-roh.
Yeah, that happy birthday unfortunately not working out. Running forward, maybe expecting a cross up there. Not sure. Oh, yeah, very brave tech forward. Is able to actually bait out a reaction that Sleep Talk was not ready for. And going to be getting a good chunk of damage here. Getting into Rachel, but getting grabbed for the troubles.
Yeah, after getting hit by an instant overhead JA or J2A. Interesting decision making here, but regardless, it's going to be able to maintain the 2v2 here for Pillow Talk. Just need to find a way to survive this team. Easier said than done. And I mean, the whole concept of it was done before I could even finish my sentence because Yuzu's down.
Yep, and this Rachel is just putting up a wall for this Mitsuru. Like you said, Mitsuru, not the greatest in terms of like necessarily projectile or force speed navigation. Definitely more a mid-range character, and we kind of saw it there as yeah, didn't really have any ways of dealing with the Rachels after she got set up and just snowballed into a loss there.
Yeah, so we'll be definitely going up 2-0. I mean, easier said than done, but the immediate thing I could put into, Pillow Talk, stuck down there with 5 bars. Some of those bars can be used for push blocks, so yeah, Rachel and her comrades can demand a lot of respect in terms of George, in terms of like all types of lockdown to make you take high-low, messy-guessy situations. So investing in like 1 or even 2 bars of push block to try to get a chance to play neutral again, it's not a bad investment in my opinion.
Yeah, though on the other hand, that character can be so oppressive that those push blocks just means that you're delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
To keep in mind.
Very true, very true. Okay, the air-to-air is coming into play with the JA. We see Ditley actually using the push block to avoid Mitsu's wrath.
Yep. Oh my god, a very brave 5-8 forward, but it will be able to get the quarter positioning off this. A very huge turnaround here for Diddley.
Safe jumps. Okay, but was at least able to hit Rachel in the back. Not too big of a punish and able to find this fine C on Ruby. It's actually Pillow Talk with the life lead as a result of that.
Yep, and we'll be swinging that Rachel out of the situation, but just runs straight forward into that Ruby, able to get the counter hit 5A confirmed. Is there a kill available here? No, not quite, and just going to be using that opportunity to get some stuff going, but still, this Ruby is left in with such a little amount of health.
Okay, Patience does eventually get opened up by an instant overhead, does commit to that burst, so Ditley will be able to find a deeper combo. This is rough, this is rough. Okay. Beautiful defense from Pillow Talk this far. It was a really awkward situation.
Yeah, the last couple...
What is happening?
I don't know. Like, I want to say an impactful part of the game might happen, but like, I'm not gonna say they're fumbling the bag here. It's just that they're okay. You know what? What the frick? Have you ever seen Dwa clash like that?
Yes, actually.
Okay, you know what? Actually,
it has a lot of active frames.
You are the Mitsuru player. I feel like the decisions being made here are very like. They're very safe. Like, no one wants to commit to something because they're expecting, like, a DP or maybe something bull that might, like, cause them to lose the game. So they don't want to commit to something, but that's resulting in just a lot of just stray hits here and there that are not leading anything. But, like, regardless, yeah, the Yuzuriha able to take back the space and was able to get the final slash there in that game 4?
Yeah, seemingly so. Yeah, truly, I mean, it was Pillow Talk that was able to be most comfortable in the chaos throughout all of that nonsense that was going on. That's one of those games to where, like, if I was playing, once it's over, I'm going to let out a deep sigh and probably take a sip of water, whether I won or I lost, because it's just like, I just want to breathe out everything, forget that match even happened, because what the hell was that for real? Yeah, Pillow Talk trying to get this reverse sweep going. Ditley still one game away from being able to take this. I opened up my Xbox home button. Minimize the game. There we go.
Yeah, maybe not the best idea to do that.
Indeed.
Also, I was choking my own water, so give me a second.
Oh man, we're just, we're one and the same. Just fumbling on commentary in 2 different ways. Me, I'm, hitting buttons I shouldn't be, and you're going down. That's not finished that statement. Choking on water.
I don't know what you were gonna say there, but like,
Package?
What's up?
No comment. Keep going.
You're good. All right. Ditley's also good. Massive life lead on the user. Just needs to take down these 2 characters and advance in the winners finals. One of them may be going down right now, courtesy of that super.
Yep, so Mitsuru coming out, but doesn't matter who you are, those instant overhead JAs are an absolute menace to have to deal with. George coming out, maybe trying to get out of that situation, but the George keeping it all safe. This is yeah, this is some Racheling right here.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Bufudine, not quite gonna be able to find the punish, and I think that this ride is over. Diddley 3-1 headed into winners finals with that Rachel Ruby comp.
Yep.
Yo, shout outs to anyone playing BB Tag on Xbox Live. You know what I'm saying? Lon, don't die. We need you. I need you.
Yeah,
don't need you.
Don't worry. Water got hands. Like, I took your advice and took a sip of water, and yep.
Yo, just undrink the water.
What do you think I was trying to cough?
I guess that is undrinking the water. Yeah,
I'm trying to get it out of my lungs.
it's fair. Lon, if you're ever like in a serious like choking incident, don't have me nearby. I'm not gonna be helpful. Like, Atkins, I can't breathe. I'm just like, have you thought about getting rid of the thing that's obstructing your, pipes from being able to breathe? Like, that's what I'm trying to do. Can you do the Heimlich? I'm like, oh, damn, I never thought about it that way.
You could be giving me CPR, chest compressions. You could
By
be
the
doing
time
anything.
you actually do something, they're already dead.
Yeah, don't rely on me. I think just in general, that's a good line of advice for anybody. Is if your life relies on it, don't rely on me. There's no way.
What if my life's in danger and my kidnapper needs someone to commentate a BB Tag match?
Is it after 9 p.m. or before 9 p.m.? Or I guess like after like 7 p.m.
I don't know. Ask my kidnapper.
Oh, okay. I mean, like if it's before like 7 or 8 p.m. we're fine. If it's after 7 or 8 p.m., it's over, bro. I can't commentate a full match of BB Tag without derailing.
Damn, that's crazy. Regardless, did you know that there was a match of BB Tag play?
Probably. You know, it's getting close to 7 p.m., so it makes sense as to why I didn't know that was happening. But it is Hachi on the Yumi Akihiko. Akihiko died extremely quick, so I can only imagine serene things happen.
Yeah. Not something you see very often, but regardless, yeah, Yumi coming in has a very middling amount of health left, but that Rachel is pretty much untouched, which out of the two characters is would be harder to deal with if Serene didn't get hit.
Yeah, Hachi ended up. I mean, Serene's pause Rachel was actually blocking. This ended up getting opened up throughout the sequence. I think they needed 236C in order to confirm that kill on Waldstein.
That was a sick ass confirm though.
Hell yeah.
Yep, a BB Tag match that was half observed by the commentators, but nonetheless happened.
I'm sure it was entertaining.
Not for Hachi. Well, maybe it was for Hachi for like 20 seconds when he actually got that one hit. Anyways, I'm in full attention. We can actually fully commentate this match. We're starting off with the run up electric chair. How nice.
Oh yeah. Man, we see a lot of dodging coming into play here from Hachi. Yumi 6P in the back, sniping out that wall. Just can't quite lock down the rabbit. Happy birthday.
No full conversion regardless. Going to be getting in that Yumi. Let that Akihiko heal in the back.
You gotta punish that, I'm not gonna lie. Waldo just swinging like randomly. There was no cross combo in sight. You gotta get a punish on that, in my opinion.
We'll be getting the cross up here. Drops the combo, but not gonna be allowing for an easy burst out of the situation. It's cross combo coming out, presumably to get the Akihiko in, but this active swap not proving to be fruitful here.
This is... How did you block all of this, bro? That was a messed up situation, and Hachi just able to survive and live to tell the tale, live to swing the blows.
Yep, baits the DP here, and suddenly, just like that, the tides have turned. Unless I commentators curse, unless I commentators curse, my commentators curse.
The curse on top of the curse. Does that evolve it into a hex?
I don't know. What's the evolution line for curses?
There isn't one because curse is a move, I think.
True. Is that air version? What a way to end. That could have ended really poorly, by the way.
It could have, but you know, Serene Smile believes in themselves, so.
Yeah, one of his big character traits is his absolute confidence. Like, you know, when you see him play, he's flying around everywhere. It doesn't look like he really has a plan for everything, but within all those moves is a very calculated play. It's just that the result is what ends up being chaotic. It's the result he can't control, but like usually he has an idea in mind. Very good sniping out that. Well, both of them actually. Me allowing that Akihiko to 5C neutral.
Alright, DP, just get out of there. You want to escape the corner. This Serene Smile's been getting a lot of success.
What a trade. But we'll be able to beat out that wall sign in that stare-off scenario. We'll be getting that sandwich as well, but a nice block on the cross-up there and attack. Oh, no. Oh, everyone lost.
That very awkward situation. That wall DP somehow still made contact with you from that far away.
That freaking 6P still hit.
Dude, I ain't gonna hold you. She needs to throw out more 236B plus C on Walled being tagged out unsafely. Like, Serene Smile has gotten away with like letting Walled like rock without getting punished for real off of like bad active switches or assist calls on like 6Ps where there's no cross combo to be found. Like, me, I'd mash.
Fair enough, but smashing super is what Serene Smile did on that fake unblockable setup. Ooh, actually puts himself in the sandwich scenario. Not ideal here. Does not block the chair. Going to be running out a good chunk of the resonance. Akihiko in the corner. What is he going to do? Get hit.
Could it be the inevitable? It looks like it is. We got a Rachel mirror match winners finals. Pew, 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 pew. On one corner, it'll be Diddley, and on the other corner, it'll be the recently crowned winner of the winner semifinals bout between Serene Smile and Hachi. It is Serene Smile with a 3-0 victory. Gonna be heading forward into that guaranteed top 3 territory.
Yep. Gonna be a exciting yet I know headache-inducing matchup between Rachel players because I mean. No shade on either of them, but they both play two characters that will definitely give me an aneurysm.
Yeah, you know, potentially a tad bit tilting on one end or the other, but yeah, it'll be coming up a little bit later. It looks like we have some losers matches to run through. We are in the top 8 territory for that as well. The people down there, we got Pillow Talk, E2 Deku. Pillow Talk is awaiting the winner between this next match between Four Sword Kirby and Neptastic.
Yep. Neptastic is a name that I'm pretty familiar with. Not someone who joins a lot of tournaments nowadays, but like definitely a very seasoned BBTAG player. I mean, just look at that win count. A Yumi appreciator, don't really ever see swap off, but considering the flexibility of Yumi, they have a lot of teams they play with. I believe Susanoo is one of them, Azrael is one of them. They definitely like to pair Unga Bunga Gorilla character with Yumi, which is a pretty good core, all things considered, but going up against this Podge here.
Round start 2C, that's a power statement.
Yeah, and like, to be fair, that is a good counterplay to go against Podge specifically. That 5B is a option he likes to go for, and the lows will beat that. So it definitely shows that some matchup familiarity, at least with the, well, player matchup familiarity specifically.
I'm already a big fan because I see me mashing 5A on an assist. That's my favorite song. Oh man, but things are just going from bad to worse here for Neptastic. Just getting kind of clipped by these Yukiko hits time after time again. It's actually given Fortune Kirby the life lead despite a devastating start for them.
Yep.
One more.
I don't know exactly the purpose of that. Oh yeah, you gotta be really careful about that because that when you do that 5C Oki setup, the Miragi does track regardless of tech direction. But we'll be waking up with the wake up Agudine that Yumi going to be losing their life, getting some levels on the incoming. But this Mika looking very low, doesn't even look like they needed those. Oh, they dropped the combo. Podge do a combo. I was really worried he wasn't going to get that DP punch either. But regardless of the fumbles, that is a game for Podge.
Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, despite like again a really strong start for Neptastic, just couldn't keep it all together as the Yukiko really started to snowball, or I guess I should say fireball, throughout the match. Just really putting up a stop sign there for Neptastic. I mean, they had the right idea for going for the EX Mika missile. I think the steering was the problem. You know, they got in the car. You know, they were able to drive. They just did not. They needed Google Maps or some type of navigation because the directions were questionable.
Nah, I think what happened there, considering the fact they stood still, they looked at Google's Maps during traffic.
Yeah, that could be the case.
Yeah, did not keep that grab set up, burst safe there, but just gonna be getting in this Yukiko, just trying to get something happening here. Miragi the Miragi does hit.
Alright, I mean, you know, this is deja vu from the first game in a lot of ways. Maybe not as dire, but again, you see Neptastic having a super strong start. The Yukiko comes into play and not having a very good time about it. Until now, the NTR5A making contact. No!
Yeah, that was a pretty freaking firm, even with the advent of the DHC. I think if Podge did it there, it would have been too late. Oh my god, the hold down to beat out the funny 236C? Insane.
Holy smokes. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure the ideology of that had was like, I'm going to go 236C in order to do a low to try to beat Wedge. But doesn't that absorb a... Actually, I don't know how that worked. Did Neptastic just like not actually hit or like?
So, I don't think it hit, but what was smart there is I'm pretty sure 236C is a projectile.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that part of the auto combo is projectile guard point. So I think that was the mentality there.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I know that property about Wedge from the Hilda matchup, but I haven't had that interaction happen with Yumi before, so I was not sure. But that makes sense.
Taking forward, blocks that, or doesn't block that DP specifically. Gets the landing punch though on the JC. 4 bars available. Yukiko is a 16k health character, but I don't think this kills. Yeah, it doesn't.
Not quite. Very close. Next touch kill situation. Neptastic. Oh, had the Oki. Got hit by a crossover. JA. No punish.
Yeah, I like the mentality there because that move is projectile invul, but it's not full invul, so if they did go smack right into it, it would have killed with the very brave JB, despite the Augie being out. Neptastic taking it with a sliver of health left.
Yeah, that was nuts. Threaded that needle perfectly, found the perfect trajectory in order to get that charge JB on deck and smack Force-Sword Kirby right out of the skies. Clutch stuff there from Neptastic to bring us to 1-1.
Get ready.
Yep. And, I mean, unsurprisingly, Mika being a very strong character into zoning matchups. And, at least in my opinion, though, like, Yukiko doesn't suffer with it too much due to the fact that she can be very mobile while zoning. But still, it can be very pain to have to deal with those projectile invul 236Cs. But, you know, how to not deal with it, just have them get it.
Word. Okay, Wedge for days. So does find a whiff punch with the 5BB. That could be massive here for Neptastic, as we do have corner positioning, giving up a lot of space. It's scared.
Yukiko coming in. Definitely been the problem character, I think, for Neptastic. Oh, actually able to get the pick off that conversion. Yeah, that is going to be a kill on the Yumi. Don't think Neptastic was ready for that kill.
Yeah, this is momentum that is going much more in Podge's favor. Just the solo Mika to worry about. Level 2 Resonance already popped. Does get the jump in hit. Just won't be enough to kill. But it is making this a little bit more doable for Neptastic. They can get a guess on the Sager. They could even up to a 1v1 situation.
That was literally on the same frame. That was like... I don't know what to say.
If Mika's Super Flash was afterwards, she would have won that.
That's true. Freaking... command grab interactions are the silliest thing in this game, I swear. This isn't any game, really.
Yeah, let's just get rid of command throws.
But my funnies... That hit.
Somehow.
That should be a kill.
Juggle! Hey, yo, Podge did a combo. It's quite an impressive one, too.
Yep. That was, honestly speaking, I did not see a single hitbox line up with what was on screen, but it's still combo nonetheless. We take those.
It ain't gotta be pretty, it's just gotta be effective.
True.
In there. Yeah, Force-Word Kirby. I think what's really kind of dividing these two players at the moment is Force-Word Kirby having a deeper read of Neptastic's tendencies than Neptastic has on Force-Word Kirby, because in terms of like DP baits and just the overall stop signs within the approach game, like Force-Word Kirby has really been on it. Like Neptastic has been able to throw out a few good Mika missiles here and there, but really has not been able to get the whole entire display of Mika Yumi game plan going on there. So
Yep. Ooh, very nice navigation over that. What would have been a sandwich scenario, but the Mika missile coming in, going to be playing it very patiently. That Mika coming out, a very nice bait on that anti there with the JC. Tries to go for a sandwich reset, but no cross combo, but does space out a punish there. Yukiko going to be getting this corner positioning.
Right, yeah, reject straight into the Yumi 5BB. It's kind of greedy, but you know, you do you. I respect it. Live and die by the reset.
Yeah, I mean, they want the Yukiko dead, so they wanted to take that risk. Did not quite work out, and it's definitely paying off in terms of the momentum they're losing and the potential kill they're gonna get on the Yumi. No.
Yep, smart anti-air reversal there from Force-Word Kirby. Oh no, the Mika is out there. No smack there. Oh boy.
Very brave run forward, but unfortunate drop on the combo. Nep is getting a few hits here and there, but can't quite stabilize anything. Getting another Spark Bolt and this corner positioning. Tries to go for that reset there. Neptastic firing back for Podge, not going for the kill directly. And a good whiff punish is actually going to be a kill.
Yeah, man, I'm actually surprised that Podge didn't try to burst that, because that was definitely a kill confirmed scenario. I guess they believe in the Yukiko, and rightfully so. Yeah. She is stacked up with 3. Level 4 resonance is there. Yumi is already down. Just like that, in a blink of an eye, Force-Word Kirby is in a very, very comfortable position to potentially take this game. Can't get too comfortable, though. So many EX Mika missiles potentially on deck here to just easily navigate the space.
I think what you should be more worried about is the Astro. Oh, you can't. No, that's not super cancel.
You can't special cancel JC.
I don't know how they could have cashed out on the Astral, to be honest, but...
They could have... There's a corner route they could have done. Okay. Yeah.
This Mika not quite out of it yet, and a nice Mika missile forward in order to punish that landing on the fan. But going for the reset here, not quite paying out. This is still a one-touch situation. Mika missile coming in, Rampage time available. This can spell a lot of implications for both players, but just going to be running it into the fan. Force-Word Kirby's, aka Podge, taking it 3-1.
That'll do it. Yeah, Forward Kirby moving along. Unfortunate calls there for Neptastic. You can tell they just wanted to keep the momentum, so they opted for the reset situation rather than cashing in the bargain and knockdown on Yukiko. It can be tough to make those in the moment decisions, especially with Forward Kirby having such a dominant hold on the entire momentum of that match and just trying to catch them slipping up and cash out for something big. But yeah, that will be the end of Neptastic's run. Made it to the top 8. Gonna be finishing 7th here, and it's definitely a name that we know and probably will be seeing in the future. Thanks for still playing BBTAG in 2024.
Yep. Glad to see that the game's still kicking and some old time veteran players still in the community.
Yep. So yeah, so we're basically in top 6 territory. Forward Kirby will move on to fight Pillow Talk. And then on the other side of the bracket, we do have Hachi versus E2 Deku. That's actually a match I'm very interested to see.
Yep. E2 Deku. Somebody that has been to, I want to say, over half of the WNFs to, at least the online versions to ever be pre-rollback and during rollback. So someone who has consistently shown up and done fantastically going up against Hachi. Oh, this is a Canadian duel. I just realized.
Oh, yep, that is true.
Yeah. So the Canadian team kill, but yeah, Hachi. Got to see them play bit earlier. Unfortunate set they had against Serene Smile, but that definitely was a team that their team isn't necessarily quite proficient at taking care of. This is comparatively a bit more of an even matchup, and this is how we're starting.
Yeah, E2 Deku will kind of swiftly learn the dangers of doing those types of reversals against Hachi. He lives for this, man. Look at that. She's already down in the first 8 seconds of the game.
I mean, that's just Akihiko, right? Oh my god. Yeah, this is BB Tag. The Kyle Kisuke?
I like it. The fuzzy time throw.
Oh, that caught. I think that caught I think that caught jump start up. Oh no.
Alright, this is shockingly close. The amount of work that E2 Deku was able to do with Solo Ruby by just pure reads and heart alone, nearly evening this up. Has not activated the resonance yet either. They want more blood.
Yeah, not gonna be popping it here. I mean, to be honest, I understand the mentality of not wanting pop the resonance because it's level 1. If it was a bit of a higher resonance level, could have definitely afforded to be a little less greedy with it. But while you're at that low amount of resonance level, it's definitely a very nuanced decision between popping it early and just making do with a bad situation, or trying to pop it when you know you can press an advantage and just inch out that level 1 resonance, because level 1 resonance, quite frankly, is not good.
Yeah, that is definitely accurate. Not a position you want to find yourself in. That Yang just going down extremely early based off of risk that was taken, but no reward to be found. Each deck was able to keep it a little bit close with the Ruby. There were some, glimmers of greatness that we did see, but ultimately too tall of a task to achieve. But yeah, going into this game 2, this has to be a game where E2 Deku adjusts the glasses and says, "I understand." However, as far as what they understand, we'll have to wait and see. It could be maybe I'd be more conservative, or maybe I just simply find a better place to do the DP. I don't know.
E2 Deku, it's the latter.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
that's my man's though.
I mean, all things considered, he isn't a stupid player, to put it frankly. He is very smart about how he navigates around things, but he's definitely very bold.
Yeah, that is the right phrase to utilize.
Yeah, I mean, look, he had the right presence of mind, and I think just maybe a little bit better timing would have worked out there. But we are back in the Akiyumi blunder. Is this gonna kill?
Not quite. Nah. I think if it was a better starter, it would have, but it was a 2A starter, so it's only 14.7k. Okay, it's over.
I understand. Just do the super. Don't worry about having to deal with that. Get in the solo Yang. Keep it simple.
Oh my god, it's doable.
Yeah. I don't think this is gonna be a kill. Or maybe nah. Actually, he built up. He built that up.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Too much. I actually really like the situational awareness there from Itudeku to actually go for the last EX command throw, because if it weren't for the paration, that would have killed. But yeah, it was just too high paration on the combo. She do be burning. I don't know if it's too little, too late. Does find a 5-day starter for now.
I'm sure Itsudeku saying it ain't over till it's over. Gonna be getting a few hits here or there, but just gonna be getting hit with the simple anti-air to seal it off. Hachi taking a game, but not for nothing.
Dude, this is just so crazy because you're kind of like seeing in real time how capable of a player E2 Deku is, because both of these games they've been kind of stuck to a solo character with a massive life disparity, yet they're able to with that solo character wreak so much havoc to where all it makes me say in turn is like, damn, what if they were just able to play the 2v2 for longer? You know, both times their initial character went down based off of like a huge mistake and they took a massive amount of damage. So I think the key to this is that if they're able to stabilize and let that 2v2 last for longer, we're gonna see a really massive turnaround for E2 Deku.
Yep. I don't know where they block. We're supposed to block there, but gonna be getting that hit. Nice poke out of the situation, but no full conversion. I hate that 4P so much.
Same. I too hate that. Throw bait with the 4P. Throw baits at anti-airs. It's a reversal. What does it not do?
Yumi was just off screen. It's like, dude, it's not on the screen.
Yeah. Cursed energies going on in this match, but fully E2 Deku favored. We're definitely seeing, yeah, kind of the result of being able to play this 2v2 for longer. Look, the momentum is just stacked against Hachi at the moment. Both characters on the brink of death as that Yumi is going down.
Yep. Gonna be putting in that sandwich scenario, but a nice swift sway into the grab there, catching E2 Deku off guard.
Yeah, that was a crazy call from Hachi.
Bruh.
An easy win.
Disgusting.
Man, I already said what I needed to say about Ruby 4P, but like, but why though?
Hey man,
Get ready.
should have respected. Should have respected. That's the Ruby protagonist right there. You try to talk about the franchise and you say that name, you don't know if you're talking about the main character or the show. That just lets you know how much power that she has. Must always respect her. She can be there at any given time.
I don't want Ruby 4P to show up in my dreams, Atkins.
It might. If it does, you better respect it. If you don't, it's gonna be a night scare.
God damn, you're right. Oh yeah, gonna be calling out that burst here. Like, I mean, like you said already, like if he gets to play the 2v2, he's gonna be rolling on a terror. And like, look at it here, full evidence.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the biggest thing about it is, like, because the initial two games with the way that they did, Hachi hasn't really been able to, like, really get a sense of the E2 Deku's flow completely. This is going to be a massive punish, though. Yeah, finds that pickup. I believe you'll build 4 bars, and that Ruby is dead.
Yeah, nice casual, like, basically 7... Oh my god! Protagonist privilege! Protagonist privilege!
It's low-key a save jam moment, in my opinion.
Oh my god. Was she hit for full health? I think she was hit for full health. That's why I didn't kill.
I see.
It was full health, like exactly
Yeah.
full health.
Damn.
Oh my god, that would have been an insane confirm, especially since that would have been burst safe too, because there's no burst available. But actually get the sandwich scenario. Where are you going? I don't know. I'd be afraid if I was Hachi. Like this man is coming.
Yeah, no resonance, no problem. I still got my heart though. I'll just simply win the game. And keep in mind, this 2v1 scenario is completely different from what we saw in the first 2 games. They just need a couple of good hits. Already found one of them. The Akihiko is down. Now Ichideku technically has a life lead.
Yeah, but that resonance is a bit... And...
Oh yeah, they're trying to extend this in order to get the Astral. Let me get that sweet, sweet melody.
Glad I have you doing the music, because I have my music muted.
Oh, okay. I gotta give you the music, the full Yumi experience.
Look, that song goes hard.
Dude, on this Astro, I need a mod to where when this PNG appears, she says, "Consider yourself saved." It's the white girl save me Astral. It's literally, man, that Yumi champion, bro.
The freaking whitest Japanese woman.
I mean, she's draped in white, bro. Like,
yes, she is still, however, the whitest Japanese woman, and no one can change my mind.
I offer a counterpoint.
Yeah,
Mitsuru.
Mitsuru's half French.
I don't know how that disqualifies her.
Look. She has the white in her. I feel like it is she? I think she's more French than Japanese.
Okay.
I'm just saying, maybe she's the most Japanese French woman.
I don't even think that's true. I don't even think that is true.
Look, man. I feel like to be qualified for the whitest Japanese woman, you have to have no whiteness in you, but like the mentality is there. I feel like if you're I'm not. You know what? Maybe I should not go down this route. I'm just like, maybe this is not a conversation for BBTAG.
Three Spot brings up a good point that I wasn't gonna question, but now I am gonna question it. Is she actually half French? I don't think she is.
I'm pretty sure she is half French.
No, because like, I think in the Japanese dub of the game, she doesn't speak French. I think she speaks English. Like when she's like you know, going off and like not speaking Japanese, she's speaking English. But in the English localization, it doesn't make sense for her to speak English, so she speaks French instead. But that's not because like she's half French. I think she's a full Japanese girl.
I don't know.
Damn.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
All right.
Anyways, this is the most amount of French talk I've ever had in any BBTAG bracket.
Indeed.
This is a disgrace to my people.
Wait, you're French?
No, I'm Vietnamese.
What?
Talking about French people is a disgrace to my people.
You got it, big dog. Holy smokes. That's funny.
It's not even a Tuesday.
I got nothing, bro. I can't follow that up.
Let's continue with it. We're playing BBTAG, right? Like,
Pillow Talk is popping off. Isolated
French power up.
French power.
They got their baguettes and croissants.
I guess so. But not French fries, right?
Yeah, that's not French.
Yeah. How silly. Hopefully Pillow Talk can like win the game. It would be a shame to go out like this. Before Sir Kirby's trying to make it happen.
Oh, unfortunately dropping that combo there. Oh, to try to go for a regular grab, that was very unexpected. Oh my god, able to actually hit the blue beat. Don't know what Pillow Talk was not pressing there, but gonna be killing off a French woman.
Yeah, man. JC on Oki was a very ballsy call. I think it was the call out take her backdash, but just like, yo, like, if that doesn't happen, then what? Okay, but the dodge on the Spark Bolt. Gonna be giving Pillow Talk that game one.
Yep. Definitely a very bold call out there, considering Yuzu does have that projectile dodge ability, but it was definitely a hey, look, Taylor has a rough time in that situation. They really wanted to go for a really hard, perhaps unexpected call out with perhaps a slash, but it was just yeah, Pillow Talk felt no need to do anything so bold, so they just sat there and waited.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I have no idea how Yukiko died. I was busy thinking about France, so I'll pay closer attention to this match and see how Pillow Talk was able to mount that momentum as we go into game 2.
Yep, but we're going to be getting hit by that wedge catapult. Unfortunate drop on the combo, and that 2C unfortunately not coming out in time. Yeah, that is a burst safe combo despite how it looks. So Pod's going to be getting a good chunk of... Pod, please, for the love of God, do a combo.
5Cs and DPs is the Pillow Talk name of the game at the moment. There's another one.
5C, baby.
Yep. Unfortunately, it's canonically true. Marin Karen is no match for a Spark Bolt.
Yep. Ooh, that was unfortunate. That could have just been a kill with Crossray, but going to be getting a resourceless kill instead. Level 7, I felt there was a way to kill there, but like it would have been really awkward. But regardless, this should be a kill. Yeah, this is rude as hell. Podge, you messed up your flashy combo too. You missed the Spark Bolt.
Listen, they're just planting the seeds and saying like, yo, if you had some more health, I wouldn't drop this combo. Since you don't have enough, I'm gonna make it look like that I'm going to, you know? Just like, hey, I dropped it this time. Have enough health next time, I might hit it.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I don't know. I'm trying to shoot Broken Bell. He got to do a combo though.
You really gotta do a combo. There's gaming to be had.
Indeed. Come on, Pillow Talk. Do it for Persona 3 Reload. Do it for Allegra Clark. The GOAT. Back throw. Did not respect the Yukiko 6P.
This is the most 5C I've ever seen a Mitsuru player do. That is not a move you see come out because JV just exists. I
don't know, bro. Go watch some of those old Finrich VODs. Man's the 5C.
my question is why, though? You have, like, I think tied for, like, the 3rd fastest, like, instant overhead in the game.
It's conditioning. You want them to think that they can react to your overheads, and when they least expect it, you do an instant one. And they're like, dang, I can't react to that.
You literally can't react to JP, though. It's unreactable.
Yeah, but, like, you want them to, like, feel like they can react to every overhead you have until you show them that this is cursed. You show them the JB, and then they realize, oh, damn, she really do be doing that.
I feel like you're just trying to justify some Mitsuru decisions because that's your girl.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to justify though, because I don't think I've used like Mitsuru 5C consciously like once.
Watch one.
Oh man. When will Kirby get a 5th sword?
I don't think like there's been a multiplayer Kirby game that's had like 5 controller support. Like, well, I think the last one was released on like the Wii, which you know only had 4 console controller ports.
I don't know. Somebody check the freaking Wii U. Shout out to the Wii U one time. I'm sure there's 5 controller support for a Kirby game on that freaking dreaded console.
Maybe. I feel like there was a remake of a Kirby game there, but like they wanted to keep it faithful. They didn't have the 5-player mode. Regardless, BBTAG. Just actually going to be building a surprising amount of levels here. Level 5, going to be keeping this user in the corner, does not respect the low, but does not quite get the burst punish.
Man, oh man, nothing is working out here for Polo. I get it. Sometimes you're in that Yukiko zone. She's just throwing fans and building level. He's like, I just wanted to end. You try to throw everything at her, and then she just plays more defensive and find yourself with a down Mitsuru with 140 seconds left on the clock. Question life.
I feel that. I've mained Yukiko, and I feel that. I hate this character sometimes.
Shazam. The photo finish there for 4-sword Kirby. Both of his goats being able to shine on the screen as they get the 3-1 victory. Headed upwards within this bracket into the top 4 territory, earning a match against Hachi in the loser semifinal.
Yep. Be a all-star top 4. But are we going to the winner's side, or are we gonna continue on the loser's side for now? It looks like the winner's
Go
side.
on the winner's side.
Gotcha.
Oh boy. Okay. I gotta lock in. In fact, I gotta make sure that I go to the task manager, I go to details, I go to bbtag.exe, I go to set priority, and I put it on real time or high priority so that whatever's about to happen on my screen, my PC can handle it, because I'm definitely about to be dropping some frames, big dog. Rachel Mears with Waldstein on the screen as well. Only the most cursed interactions can happen, and we're on PC tag. How much worse could it get?
There could be a 9 on screen.
There could be a 9. Oh, okay. Okay. Potentially. True.
I like how you're not. I like how when there's not actually a 9 on screen, you don't try to fight me on this. Just.
Well, I mean, that is just objectively true. Is that like 9 would make frame rate? I can cape for a lot of like crimes that 9 commits, but I can't cape for the crimes that 9 commits on a GPU. Like that's just objectively true. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's some other characters with like stream clutter that are probably worse.
That's how deep I need for down players to get. Is just be like, yeah, you know, Adachi, BZ, it calls for my piece to have drop frames. Just be like, nah, that's not Adachi's problem. You gotta change this setting, bro. Adachi doesn't drop frames. You're just bad. Like.
I mean, look, you know, there was a test on, I think, on PC Tag IM where you tell people, I think, do BZO, and if it lags your game, you need to change your settings. Can't remember if it was BZO or Margarudine.
One of them.
Maybe both at the same time.
What the hell are you people talking about in chat? I don't know if I can read on that Bhutanese Shadow Garden grown dark evil pack. Sounds like a Shadowverse expansion. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
God, I haven't played that game in like literal years.
They have some good crossovers in there. That's what baited me to play.
I just played because I was a Hearthstone player at the time, and like I heard a lot of like, oh, this is like Hearthstone, but it's not. It had a lot of other cool stuff, so I played it for like 2 or 3 expansions, and then just like quit because the meta sucked.
Sam.
Umika's a portal leader. Hold on.
You gotta lock in. You gotta hop on.
Frick. I gotta go, boy.
Just like that, BB Tag was left in the dust for a CCG of all things. Is it the bad ending? Is it a good ending? I don't know. Not my place to say, but it is the true ending.
Damn. The only thing that would actually like legitimately get in me a game is she was a shadow leader. I played a bunch of Shadowcraft. I
see. I was a Havencraft user. If anybody knows anything about that game, it really shouldn't surprise you.
Is it national order that the Shadowcraft player hates the Havencraft player? Like, I feel like that's just natural, but still.
I feel like most people hate Havencraft. That's not a very fun like craft to play against.
It's true. Anyways, Ruby is freaking dead.
So true, Oomphy. Level 3 Resident Rachel. Level 3 Resident Rachel, though, with half her life. It could be done.
Yep. Okay, DP baited. I think she's dead. Needs to spend the bar. EX claws coming out. Rachel dead.
Big meaty claws. Yeah, Serene Smile was able to. I mean, honestly, take that game down in the way that it needed to be done in any which way you could imagine it. Because I mean, if it hadn't been a 2-touch and Diddley was able to find an opportunity to escape, maybe fly away, call some Lobelias, get some animals on the screen, and activate that resonance, that can very easily change the types of the matchup nearly instantaneously. Honestly, if you stack up chip, if you get hit, it can get rough real quick.
Yes, yes. Got Fumika's Runecraft. I don't know about Runecraft how it was back then, but Runecraft was like top 0 in the meta I was playing.
Lon, help me out real quick. Who is Fumika?
Fumika, Idolmaster. She's like the library girl. Not Chiyuki.
That's very Lon coded. That makes sense. I just googled real quick. This makes sense.
Yeah. Can I just mention that wall sign just press fight? This is so weird. Why is the Ruby not fighting back?
Bro, wall is broken. What is the counterplay, Lon?
Push block, jump out. I don't know anything else.
I don't know. I think wall is broken. Oh my god. Okay. And I mean, as I was saying in the previous game, it's just a matter of Diddley finding the opportunity for escape, because we're seeing what could be the benefactor of that. Just a total turnaround here. Just almost everything that Diddley is throwing at Serene Smile is hitting.
Yeah. I didn't even see a move come out. Okay, try to go for the air unblockable. Kind of surprised there was no like lightning super there. I feel like that could have been an option to snipe out the Rachel flying in the sky there. Ooh, misses that 5A auto combo. That could have been a kill with cross raid.
Yeah, unfortunate. Leaving Rachel alive of all characters, but able to find just that clip of a low in order to bring in what I would imagine is not what you want to play as the solo character here for Serene Smile, the solo walled. Making some work of this Ruby. A read here could be massive. Went for it. Did not work out.
Yep. Here we go. Did anyone else like hear that like audio effect on that cross raid? It had the. Oh wait, they're probably getting language gift. I don't know. Actually, I'm very confused.
I don't know what you were mentioning, and my game value is not loud enough to even like, you know, identify what you're mentioning. So I'm just fully lost here.
You know that like how like when you activate CC, the other character has that like audio reverb.
Yeah.
I was hearing that the entire time.
Ah, I see.
I was so confused.
Damn. Lo-fi hip hop BBTAG to commentate to, man. I don't know what to tell you.
True. Atkins, do you feel like we're toned out because like we don't want to commentate like racial mirrors? I feel like we're toned out this match.
I mean, if you want me to keep it a buck, I'm not gonna have much apt or smart insight to say. I mean, look at them, clashing their 5Ps at round start.
I can't. I don't.
Look at them. They're literally playing an auto battler right now, right? This is literally team fight tactics. Ruby and Wald is the units that they're buying, and then the freaking Rachel on the side is that, you know, on any given timer, the Rachel comes out as an assist at the exact same time. Maybe not an auto battler, but it's like StarCraft. Like, literally what's going on.
RTS? We're playing an RTS
strategy game.
Damn. They realized the racial meta got so strong in StarCraft.
And if anyone was gonna make this game StarCraft, it would be Rachel.
Okay. I feel Rachel is like a third player. Like it's all about just rush down and being annoying.
I'd comment, but I've never played StarCraft. I had some friends that did. I know what Zerg rushing is conceptually, but I've never actually played StarCraft. I'm interested though.
Understandable. I feel like if I play StarCraft, I just get hugely skilled. She just ran up and just 5-8. I mean, understandable.
Yeah. Running up is like pretty much 70% of the Ruby game plan.
So true. Man, racial mirrors sure are something.
Indeed.
Get ready.
All right. We need chat bets for who calls the first 5P.
All right, yeah, place your bets. Actually, what if they call it at the same time?
And then it's nullified as
Escape from crossing
you know, you carry it over to the next round.
I-
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, cash out for Sir Kirby.
How was it a punish? That should be a punish. I can't believe that deep.
Brother. Oh no!
The rock, nice rock.
Oh my god, somebody please kill a character.
Why are both Rachels low? What happened? I'm so confused.
They I don't even know what to say about this.
Command
All I
grab.
do know what to say about this is that when games are typically going like this, it's usually a Serene Smile win. What the hell? You see Diddley desperately trying to stabilize, gets the instant overhead, can't really get anything notable as a punish on that Waldstein. The Resonance activation, that Rachel is long gone. Active switch in the front with the cross raid. We're going to a game Cinco.
Can I just mention that there was a gap in between the George?
George do be gapping.
God, I don't want him to.
Yeah, that's not true. George does not be gapping.
I don't know. I think he gaps pretty hard.
George does not gap. George is pretty anti-gap. What's the opposite of gap? It would be like a shut, right?
Just filled.
Filled. That probably sounds better. Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds crazy. George be filling? I don't know how I feel about that. No pun intended.
I don't like it either. I feel like, God, what's the opposite of a gap? Like, this is something that's like filled. Like, you don't mention. It's not something of note if there's not a gap there, right? It's just like a thing that's there that you don't feel like you need to mention because there's nothing of note.
I mean, that's not necessarily true, though. You can still denote that state of being for it being, like, gapless, right? I mean, like, oh, you know, the opposite of, like, a gap that people use in fighting game terminology is airtight, meaning that there's no room for a gap. But that's within a fighting game. You said field, that's taking, like, a more, like, liquid approach to the situation. I said shut. You know, I was thinking of, like, maybe a door or something that could be open. There's, like, you know, a crack in the door, a gap in the door. If you shut the door, there is no gap, you know? It's, the situation at hand here is that gap is such a expansive term that can fit a variety of different situations and states of being that it's hard to find a true antonym.
True. Let's just agree not to use filled.
Yeah, I think that's the one that, objectively speaking, we can leave that one be.
Regardless, that is a lot of hits coming out. Diddley block that. I mean, they are a Rachel player. That's understandable. That was a really nice active swap, though.
Yeah, extremely nice confirmation. Yeah, they knew that you knew that they knew that they wanted the mix, so they were just like, you know what? What if I just simply chill, bait it out the reversal, and get the kill? Beautiful stuff.
Game 5. There is a man. I don't want to say airtight either. Like because airtight is like has too much of a positive connotation in terms of fighting games in general. Like if we're trying to like gap is like it has a positive connotation, right? Like I feel like airtight also has a positive connotation. So if you want an antonym, it can't be like that.
But I mean, this is the thing. Like gap, this is where I'm saying like the situational context means a lot because like, okay, if I use the sentence like, bro, I just gapped my opponent, that is a positive connotation, right? That is mentioning outplay, everything. But if I say that like, bro, I hate this string because there's a gap in between it, that's negative. That's not a positive connotation. So then like having something be airtight instead in that connotation is positive, but having a gap is negative.
Yeah, I mean, true, but I'm just saying, like, in the very informal terminology of the usage of the word gap, which I still don't know the definition of necessarily. Can we commentate BBTAG? Like that's.
Let's ditch the etymology lesson. Let's put that aside right now. Let's actually get back to the game.
If you insist. 7 stacks on forward Kirby at the moment here, just 20 seconds in.
Yeah, I like the mentality that Podge has to stack up really fast because, I mean, frankly, otherwise the damage differential is going to be insane. I think that Podge really wants to close the gap. Right. God, it's such a ubiquitous word.
All right, I think we have to ban the word gap for the rest of the night. It can't be said anymore.
Frick.
Trying to close the distance.
Yeah, trying to oh god. That Yumi's almost dead.
An endless just like notion of the phrase gap. Can't think of any
Making
other
sure there's
words.
no holes in their offense.
Yeah, you
Come on,
know.
guys, come on.
Leaving no space in between, you know. No indentations.
Absolutely no deficits in Hashi's gameplay here, as you will be taking victory over Pause there in that set or match. Not set just yet.
Yeah, no, that is a game. That is a game in Hachi's favor. Oh no, we have a redacted counter. Oh man.
Oh man. Oh yeah, yeah, like I said, the damage differential definitely wants to be something where Podge does not want to have a big difference between the amount of damage that he can do versus the amount of damage that Hachi can do, especially with how volatile of a character you can be. So just going from those stacks here or there, even though you're using tempo and you're losing momentum like that, I feel like in the long term it's going to pay out.
Oh my god, just got hit by the man with one low overhead. Gonna be forcing out the burst. You need to be careful about Yukiko from here on out. Into the corner we go.
Oh no. Fuzzy Wuzzies. Is he able to build up the second bar here?
Why
Oh no.
super?
Does it drop there? If he does it? No, he can't. I
don't think so.
I don't, yeah.
Gotta be
Weird
for template.
decision. Maybe.
Alright, I mean, still at the end of the day, Yukiko close to dying, just trying to navigate around this Taker. You can see Forward Kirby just being relentless with the approach. Flies Commander on Yubi, the backdash, try to stabilize by any means necessary. Those Yukiko 6Ps are flying, so the resonance game plan for Forward Kirby is being built up slowly but surely.
Yeah, he has 2 bars on deck. Could potentially go for a reset here, but that bar is slowly building up, but drops the combo. Gonna be going in the Akihiko, but not quite a good assist call and a very great stabilization there as Podge will be taking their second game off that insane combo.
Okay. Yeah, quick jab makes an excellent point that I think was the case is that Hachi was mindful of the burst and wanted to keep it burst safe. So
Ready.
it
Yeah.
is what it is. Forward Kirby, and I mean that's a good gamble to make because forward Kirby, I would think in that situation he's gonna save his girl, but he's just gonna leave her to die. It's just like, well,
Can't
you know.
escape from crossing
Yeah.
fate.
Does that still drop on a big character like Tager? I know like burst hurt boxes are like pretty different compared to like actual hitboxes sometimes, so I wouldn't be surprised if that is a specific interaction.
Maybe the BB tag.
Yep.
Okay, this time blocks the overhead. Double 5B.
Trying to just make sure that there's a good amount of distance between Yumi and Yukiko here, just trying to zone her out.
Indeed. I just realized this was never mind. I thought I saw these two play already. I guess not.
That was such a weird hit that even Akihiko didn't know. Is that dead?
Looking
Holy
like
frick.
is the case. Yeah, she's out of here.
Yeah.
Strike through.
Gets hit with the nothing personnel kid. Tries to bait something out with that sway into resonance.
Yeah, Forcer Kirby just. Oh no, that could have been a massive opportunity. The gravitational pull really affecting things there for Hachi. Does find the anti-air too little, too late. The resonance is gone, and there's a really tall mountain for Hachi to climb at this point.
Yeah, but definitely one like a character like Akihiko can make, but not with that hit. Oh, actually hits the reset, but not quite able to hit the confirm. Yeah, but he just walked up and grabbed. Damn.
Forcer Kirby stood still intact. That was extremely cheeky. Hachi having the wherewithal to reversal out of there. Finds hit on Taker, can't confirm, but teleports behind you. Here it is.
Nothing personnel kid. I mean, like 3 bars available. I was gonna say, like, considering how fragile Yukiko is, like one good like mistake call out could spell her doom, but just gets hit by the simple fan, and that is a another game for the Four Swords Kirby.
Yes.
Get ready.
One away from moving into the losers finale.
Yep.
All engines oper-
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Crimson
Oh my god, they both jumped forward but did not commit to anything, which is honestly kind of surprising on both their parts.
Yeah, I mean, jump up with Tager is definitely a eccentric option, but I mean, kind of worked out. I'm using that JC to air stall, just trying to make space between Hachi and themselves, get the Yukiko back in, get that level 5 stack in as well.
4P. Oh my god, push blocks there from Forcer Kirby kind of disrupted momentum.
I feel that.
Raiders.
Alright, goes in with the overhead, gets the grab, but drops the combo, but no punish there. Will be hitting the spark. Well, I don't know why Podge was so afraid there. There was no burst available, but regardless, going to be getting out the Tager.
Hey, dancing around everything magnificently well. Hachi has this corner lockdown. JC with the cross combo activation on the side. She's got to be as good as dead Reno.
Yep. Going to be bringing in the solo Tager with a good chunk of life left, and an unideal situation in this sandwich bits put here. Very nice call out on that 5B. Will they get the assist gauge available in order to kill? Maybe. Nah, I'm not gonna even bother trying.
Push blocks, but there are no escapes. Yumi coming in with that JA. We're going to a game 5 situation. Winner of this gets into the guaranteed top 3 territory. This has been a good one. Hachi able to really kind of lock down, do exactly what they needed to do in order to keep Force with Kirby on the constant defense. A couple of drops here and there, though. That drop combo was pretty big. Throw combo, that was. My bad.
Yeah. Do not drop combo. I mean, really against either player. Like, I mean, quite blatantly, like, if you make a big mistake against Yumi Aki, you will die, but, like, Paj generally has very good, like, scramble stabilization, so he can be very, very threatening in a, scramble, even regardless of the characters he's playing.
Okay, dashing through. Big 5P.
Yep.
Oh, they were trying to bait out something. Hachi did not commit, just simply jumped away from the situation. Getting away extremely well, but in terms of assist games, hasn't been able to have too much presence on screen that I think they would like. It really feels like they're playing like a runaway game from Podge without being able to really threaten anything.
Yeah, just trying to throw out projectiles here and there. Trying to find their spot in a really unfortunate happy birthday there. Gonna be going in with the wedge. Kill off the Akihiko. That is the star of the show. Yeah, Yumi coming in, dropping the combo. Unfortunately, tried to be a little bit too fancy. Nice block in that ambiguous situation, but that Tager is walking forward. Very surprised about that counter there, but no conversion off that DP.
Oh geez, this is rough. Hachi trying to lock down. EX Snowbird makes contact. Nothing too pivotal. Hello? Why did it hit? I don't know.
I'm not sure either. We are going to every end of this screen here. Hachi refusing giving up a very nice parry, but how many calls can you make before it smells doom here? Hachi going to be making one fatal mistake there with the Yumi Player Classic, the 5A, as Podge takes the set 3-2.
That'll do it, man. Good stuff to Podge. Yeah, I feel like the result of that happy birthday was another one of those situations where Forward Kirby did a active switch that didn't really have some very good cover up. Like, I can't remember which character it was, but I think it was a Taker that was left kind of vulnerable, and Hachi did have the 3 bars on deck. So I think they like saw the situation and said, man, maybe I should have threatened something there, and then desperately tried to reclaim, the punish that they got. It's a very dangerous mindset to get in of like when you lose an open situation and then try to overextend in order to reclaim what you previously lost. And Forcer Kirby was able to read that momentum, capitalize extremely well, and get the dub. But I mean, good on Hachi, extremely good showing, and having some good showings here and there for these BB tag tournaments from what I've seen, especially in some of the intertwining fates. Qualifiers that were going on last year. I remember them having a couple of good placements there. So I think ever since them kind of locking in on that Aki Yumi, we've been really seeing this player grow. So excited to see what's to come with them for continuing on strong with BB Tag in 2024.
Yep.
Get ready.
Now this is a run back.
Yeah, this is a real run back. And last time this happened, regardless of what happens, it's going to be Grappler versus Rachel. Like, this is... Alright, they're already starting off with, like they're speaking a language I don't understand. Like, this is French right here.
Yeah. But you would understand it. Potentially.
Probably.
You need a fact checker. In the English dub, she would understand it.
Yes. Is he dead?
I don't think so.
I think he's dead.
Nope.
Oh, damn.
The 20k effect.
I don't know what Podge was thinking there, but understandable. Have a nice day. He brought in the Wald? The Wald still lived? The Wald is still...
Dude, if that freaking worked on the 5C, I would have lost my mind.
We are not jellyback boys.
What happened to Forcer Kirby's life food?
I don't know. Like, Wald... He continues to bring in the Wald. Why? Why? Actually, no. I understand. He wants to do the funny with level 4 Resonance Rachel.
Oh my
god.
That's, yeah. That's bad Podge. You can't just active switch Tiger like that without expecting a punish. They've been able to do it a lot throughout this bracket, but it looks like Serene Smile's not gonna let that rock, especially on level 4 Residence Rachel with like 5 bars.
Okay, I mean, unironically though, like definitely one of the things that like people definitely should be aware of is like bad active swaps, because there are a lot of characters, like not even characters that have very active supers like that can definitely put a hurting in with those types of situations that don't really take advantage of. Arguably, it's better to go for some guaranteed damage on a poorly active swapped out assist character than try to apply pressure, because I mean, really, it forces them to come to you, which is pressure in and of itself. So you always got to be careful with that.
Oh yeah, tried to start of the round wedge catapult, but it's us that's getting catapulted into this corner. Nearly half our life already done. Serene Smile in a very dominant situation. Nearly a happy birthday for Podge, but just a little bit too chaotic.
Very nice reaction DP there. Gonna be getting the Yuki. Bro, that freaking lightning assist just beat out Miragi. That's hilarious.
George, Labelia's, Waldstein. Waldstein is just another Rachel summon for her. Like, added to the rotation.
Yeah, Serene Smile doing like the one thing he knows what to do, pressing the 5B.
Dude, Wald is like the best sword character in this game.
There's so much cap in that statement. There is so much cap in that statement.
I don't know. Name like 2 better sword characters than Wald.
Narukami, Mitsuru, Weiss.
Some of those are debatable.
I said 3 characters.
Yeah, I'm saying some as in plural, and I said name 2, so. Listen, all I'm saying, Sword Kirby, not having a good time right now. Level 1 Resonance, but it is taking some time to actually get the meters in order to have the farm animals play. Huge Sparkle being found in Sword Kirby could potentially... No. I was gonna say potentially even up the life totals. That was not the case.
I mean, you guys know like the freaking like Super Mario 64 like slide theme that's playing in my head right now. Like that's the only this is the only way.
Unironically, I've been listening to that throughout the set.
This is the only way I can dodge, do a combo for the
I really want that clip of the Rachel 5C clashing with the freaking Tiger 5C. They dapped each other up mid-match. Tiger's like, yo, dap me up, bro. And Rachel's like, word. Oh my god.
Oh, freak, man.
Hey fam, you good?
No. No.
She.
Can't escape from crossing.
I'm starting to think that Rachel versus a grappler is actually 7-3 for who's more stupid.
That's one way to put it.
It's like I thought it was a losing matchup for grapplers, but like I've been proved wrong today. It is absolutely like 7-3, and whoever's winning is whoever's dumber. Like whoever has less brain cells.
Okay. Gotta take an IQ test in order to see if you can win the mirror match or not. It couldn't be me.
Is Wald freaking dead?
No. Remember who's playing.
Oh my god, you're right. Fudge.
Bro, it's kind of hard, bro. Oh god.
He has
What-
4 meters. He has the bread. He has the butter.
But does he want a sandwich? Of
I
course he
don't know,
doesn't want a sandwich. Bread and butter is supposed to be making toast. That's why he can't do any combos. He has sandwiches on the brain. He should be making toast.
He's got the fire too. Does he have the pastrami?
Uh-huh. The pod.exe has stopped working. Would you like to wait for it to come back or force close the task?
Bro, this is some Wonder Bread ass gameplay. I ain't gonna lie to you. Great value.
Hey, yo, great value frosted flakes. Like those slap though. Those are good. They're better than regular frosted flakes.
Are they better because they're cheaper? Like,
No, they just legitimately taste better.
okay. We have hit rampage time. The game has gone long enough.
Dude, I think that like
He got hit.
to a point where if they kept up that pacing, I think it was literally gonna time out, bruh.
Is that gonna kill?
I feel like it will.
I think it.
All right. They are
That
really
was
going for this game 3.
it's game 3.
Yeah, you have a lot more of this to sit through than you thought. It gotta end with an Astral. It has to end with an Astral.
Please.
All right, Force of Kirby, you gotta do it.
Podge! How did you drop that combo? How?
Don't 5C, don't 5C. Okay, just 2
I
Ls.
would've.
Okay.
I would've.
And you ready for another one, Lon?
No!
We could potentially only be slightly above halfway there.
I ain't paid enough for this.
Get ready.
I ain't paid at all, actually.
Damn.
Get ready.
But I mean, like the entertainment is so good, you should pay for it.
Are you suggesting that I need to pay for my own suffering?
Crossing
Yeah,
fight.
it's quality. Free is not enough for this commentary slot.
Dude, if I wanted to pay for my own suffering, I just hop on BBTAG myself.
I was thinking Genshin, but yeah, that works too.
But Genshin's a free-to-play game.
I mean, it can be. You could have that approach to it theoretically.
I mean, I spent money on Genshin. I paid like $25 for like 2 VPs and a Welkin.
I see it.
It was worth it, I think. I got a R2 Serpent sign for my Noelle.
I'm sure that's something you really needed.
It's actually probably her like one of her best slots.
Oh, it was worth it then.
Yeah. I didn't use Noelle for like a good couple of years, and then Farina came out. And then she became actually pretty good.
All I hear is people talk about Farina, so I gotta imagine this is pretty good. Cloud Return or win, man. I want to play the game.
Like, I want to play the game, but like it hasn't. It doesn't treat Podge.
Bro, not win the game.
Okay. We've averted the timeline where we have to see this go on for longer.
Oh.
Started talking about Genshin Impact in the middle of it. That's how you know it was dire.
For real. All right. It's the potential last set of the night. I say potential because it could be the last 2 sets of the night. But if your name is Ditley, you want to make sure that's not the case and make sure that it is truly the last PC Tag, BB Tag Online Edition, Episode 3 of Wednesday Night Fights on twitch.tv/ready30 that you'll ever see on January 17th, 2024. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't if you live in like Asia, because January 18th, but you know.
I think it's also true in some places in South America and definitely in Europe.
South America, it's true, yeah. Brazil's 4 hours ahead, so.
Yeah, that always screws with my brain because like on a flat map, like Brazil is right next to like you put a line straight down from like say Florida and you get to like somewhere near Brazil, but they're like an hour dead from each other. Time is crazy.
Yes. Time is crazy is an accurate statement.
Yes. But we're going to be having Pod versus Diddley. You know, I'm gonna just come out and say it. This top 3 has been absolutely cursed.
Get ready.
It's been something. But I think out of all 3 players that are within this top 3, the one that could establish the most order would be Diddley.
Are you sure about that?
Can't escape the
Feel like, I mean, do you think the other 2 are more eligible? I'm not saying that, like, you know, Diddley is the coming of order, that like it's guaranteed, but I'm saying out of the 3, Diddley's probably the most likely to bring the order. I know it's not Podge. I know it's not Serene Smile.
I mean, by deduction, I guess, but like, I don't trust any of them. There's a potential for it's just null and void.
I mean, right? This is looking like a pretty orderly game 1 so far. I mean, Diddley has.
I can so curse it. 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 I can so curse it.
It's literally. Look, this is looking extremely. I mean, that's just. It's looking fine.
Okay, yeah. You know, why did that not counter hit? Oh wait, it was an assist. I thought Rachel hit. Atkins, I don't know if it's normal anymore.
It's still pretty normal.
I'm starting to feel it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you can sense it coming on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's smart. Keep it simple, keep it verse safe. Slowly Kiko coming in. Only 1 stack, level 2 resonance. Forcer Kirby having not many opportunities to play the game thus far.
Alright, yeah. I feel that. I feel that at an emotional and personal level. She dropped the combo.
It was kind of hard to kill, so...
I mean, they could still done Buzzsaw. They could still done Oki. Like, I want to call it an exclamation mark Podge moment.
Lockdown, Rachel on the other end. What will she do? J2A, J2A, J2A. Or J2A, J2A, 2A. Or J2A, 2A.
Or just 2A.
You got it.
Game 2.
Yeah. I think we're in good hands.
I just hope those hands aren't around my neck.
That went into a I don't know if that went into a unexpectedly dark or unexpectedly kinky territory, but either way, I was expecting it.
You did not need to mention the second part. You know that, right? You did not need to mention that.
I just, you know.
Atkins, let me just say it straight. Please don't mention choking around me. That actually makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't. I will try.
You got it. All right. At least still in full control. Literally, almost every character got hit.
The double overhead? Yo. I wanted to say something there, but all I could say was yo.
Sometimes that's the best commentary. You just say yo, all right, yo, 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 oh,
Yo yo?
yo, yo.
Yo! Yo!
Yo,
Yo!
yo,
Yo!
Oh
is
damn.
happening?
Chief, why do you let us on commentary together?
Yeah, I really don't understand why this happened not only once but twice, 2 weeks in a row, if that.
Like individually, I think we're fine. Like we're not as cursed. Like we put on the big boy pants. We commentate like normal. When we get put together though, like it's awful.
Only in like the last hour and a half.
Like, you start off fine, but then that's it.
I can't believe that DP lost. I can't believe the run up 5A just.
Okay, Lon. I think we're gonna be saved soon here. I think
I
Diddley.
I think
So this is the part where Diddley throws for 2 games to make it a game 5, right?
oh my god, you're right.
Nah, bro.
I was gonna say you're right, but I realized that would have cursed it, so I'm going to say you're absolutely wrong. I hope this goes to a game 5. I beg of you.
Why would you say such a thing?
Atkins, you must understand. World order must be restored. This is the only way, trust me. You may doubt my methods now, but this is the only way.
Nah, just let the world in, dog.
Look, maybe the end of the world was the Rachels we met along the way.
That's fair. Probably accurate. Oh no. I mean, like, Forza Kirby hasn't been able to, like, get more than a stack on Yukiko before she's coming in solo. Really do much of anything with Tager. Like, I know that we're trying to put some curse in the atmosphere, but Diddley got this.
Yeah. This is order right here. Cash out, kill the Tager, level 0, level 1 residents, Yukiko coming in. This is... You're not gonna just need a miracle, you're gonna need God himself to descend.
Okay, Resonance in the air, not gonna allow for you to escape the mix. Felt the pressure, hit the invulnerable action button, and just like that, you're potentially one guess away from losing the game. Willie Miragi died. No, but you will DP. I think it's over.
Just end the game. Okay, you know, give him a chance. This is like low key, like unwinnable as long as Diddley doesn't throw.
I'll hold my breath.
Okay, we're free. I told you it was the only way. I had to apply my curse, but I had to curse the idea of the game going to game 5.
I appreciate you applying the law of reverse quantum throwing in order to make sure that the order was maintained and kept, and that the true ending of this BB tag bracket is that Diddley is your WNF 2024 online edition BB tag episode 3 champion. The winner. Good stuff.
Yes. Very big shout outs to Diddley for doing what Atkins said and controlling the chaos of the night. Because dear lord, if that set was cursed, y'all wouldn't be hearing from me. I'd be downstairs. I'd be getting a cold stiff drink. But yeah, that has been BB Tag episode 3, 2024 edition for Le BB Tag. Big shout outs to my fellow commentator Kraken Atkins for always keeping it cursed in here with me on the mic. It's always a pleasure to commentate and to sometimes commentate with a question mark. Big appreciation to you, but another big appreciation to our T.O. Master Cheat for quite frankly putting up with us. I don't know how he does it every week, but also for keeping it very smooth in the bracket running side of things. Wouldn't be able to run these tournaments without him. But another big shout out to our wonderful streamer Red E30 for streaming everything at home, making sure that everybody can watch the sick BB tag action no matter where they are. Wouldn't be able to run the show without him. And another big shout out to him for Jellycats. I will post a Jellycat as this my obligation, but big shout outs to our players for giving it their all tonight. No matter how cursed you are, I say a lot of mean things in commentary, but like know that I truly do appreciate the work you guys put in. But like, please, for the love of God, some of you are gonna need to pay for my therapist. And big shout out to everyone in the audience for sitting down and watching our wonderful BBTAG stream and supporting the community. Wouldn't be able to do it without anyone, or wouldn't be able to do it without any of y'all. Wouldn't be able to do it. You know what? I'm just gonna go. I freaking hate English. Thank you. Atkins, please save me. My brain's melted.
I got you. I got you. I recommend putting it in the freezer and turning the oven off in order to maintain your brain, but I'm glad that it was at least with us for the past 2 hours or so. It was another great BB Tag night. It's good to be back, man. Shout outs to my boy Lon for keeping it cursed on the mic with me, and then actually reeling me in this time around. Last time, I think it was potentially crazier, but this time, you know, it was fun times. Shout outs to Ready 30 for hosting all this, and shout outs to Cheap for being the TO and for somehow allowing for me and Lon to be on the mic for 2 weeks straight. Shout outs to Taco Bell. You know, last week after my comms, I got spicy potato soft taco and a cheesy rice and bean burrito, and I put the taco in the burrito with some Diablo sauce. It was godlike. So, you know, today I got that before commentary rather than after commentary, and I think that might have fueled the curse a little bit, but that, I'm just gonna make that a tradition. Anytime I'm about to be on the mic, I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. So shout out to Taco Bell one time. And that's really all I got. Y'all have yourselves a good one.
All right, and shout outs to both of you, Atkins and Lon, holding it down on the mic. Of course, I can't say my usual spiel because I can't say that in good faith. So glad to have you on the mic, of course. Good stuff. A lot of words being said. Good work.
Thanks.
We have broke this man. We have broke this man.
I have a usual spiel for the comms, but I can't say that in good faith. I don't think I can. With what I heard throughout half of this.
That's a fair assessment.
Look, thank the people that haven't ruined your life.
But yeah, going into the rest of it, of course, shout outs to both of you, of course, holding it down on the mic, and Red E30 for being our regular streamer week in and week out. Always grateful to have him do this for us and be a part of the team. It would not be the same type of production without him, of course. And shout outs to all of you tuning in and joining us on this Wednesday night / Thursday morning, depending on our time zones, of course. Thank you for the support through your viewership and joining us as well for all of these brackets that we run. And of course, all the players, once again, putting in their best efforts, giving us some wonderful matches, you know, some cartoon dust clouds going around all over the place. But, you know, that's how this game is sometimes, you know, Scramble City, but makes for some really good excitement. And of course, last but certainly not least, big thank you to Level Up Productions for having Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition BOA for us to have. The locals experience at home when in-person locals for WNF are not available at this time. Until that time comes, though, we'll keep things going, keep it rocking, keep the flag flying, and keep fates crossing here with WNF BBTAG Online Edition. It's been Master Cheap, TO Bracket Runner, and host for this week's BBTAG Bracket. As always, a pleasure doing this for you all, and looking forward to next time on the PlayStation format. Until then, I will be signing off. E30, I leave final closing statements to you. Take us away, my friend.
All right. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in, whether you were just viewing or being a player or doing a little bit of both. It very much appreciated. But I gotta give a huge shout outs to the crew, the consistent, the classic crew. Shout out to Kraken Atkins and Lon Lily for holding down the mic. And, you know, it wouldn't be a WNF night without some cursed things happening on stream and on the mic. I live for this shit. The brain tumor is telling me to say that. So always fun, always enjoyable to have you all. Have you guys back on the mic together. Always wonderful to hear your guys' voices. And hope to hear you in the near future soon. As much as it is to our TO's declining health. But speaking of that, our TO, thank you to Master Chief for making sure the brackets run as quick as possible. Would not be the same amount of quality if it weren't for him, and brackets would not run in such a timely manner. Huge shout out to him for making that happen. Always a pleasure. But a couple of reminders. I do believe Big A was on hiatus this week. My deepest apologize for lying to you last week. But yeah, Big 8 will return next week, every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Permadeath Astro rules, some business. And into the near future, actually next month, is Weighted Fate happening in Riverside, California, over at Riverside. Happening on, I believe, 4th February, so on Saturday. Hope to see you all there. Signups should be coming up soon, TM. Be sure to follow the Plus Frames GG crew over at their Twitter to keep updated on them. But I think that's going to be it for us. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and again, thank you for showing me some grace last week. I hope to see you all next week on the PlayStation platform. This has been WNF Online Edition BBTAG Episode 3. Thanks again for tuning in. Now, stay safe, stay beautiful, drink your water, tell your friends and family you love them. Most importantly, shout out to Bird.
Shout out to Bird.
Bird.
Thanks for a game.
Have a good night, y'all. Peace.